All right. I call this meeting to order at 5:36 p.m. We'll go ahead with the roll call. Urban Studies Center,
Present.
SET Center,
Here.
Pre-Major Center,
Yeah.
Education Center. Oh, Noemi, I couldn't quite hear you.
I'm here.
All right, awesome. Thank you. IS Center Manuel present. We'll move ahead with the approval of the agenda. Here is the agenda for you guys. Would anybody like to motion to approve the agenda?
I motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
I second.
Motion by Hugo, seconded by Eamon. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstaining? Motion passes. For the approval of minutes, we do not have the minutes ready for this meeting, so we're going to postpone it for next week's meeting to approve the minutes. Now we'll go ahead with the open public forum. Excuse me. All right. And now we're about to enter. Oh, sorry. This is not the right one. Okay. Now is the time for public comment. Welcome and thank you to those who are members of the public who are present in this meeting today. This segment of the meeting provides the Senate an opportunity to hear new concerns and new perspectives on current issues relating to the UWT Tacoma student body. The Senate will neither discuss, debate topics raised in public comment. This is not because we do not value commenters' perspective, but to ensure that any related action is taken transparently before a duly notified public. At a future meeting, however, senators may ask clarifying questions of those giving public comment or request to meet to gain further insight during the meeting. In addition, ASUWT is committed to fostering a constructive and respectful environment. In these meetings as such, we kindly ask that all remarks made during public comment reflect professionalism, respect, and come from a place of mutual understanding, that we all here are to advocate on behalf of the students. With that, I will now begin public forum. And there are no members of the public, so we'll move on ahead with unfinished business. There is no unfinished business on the agenda. We move ahead with new business. There is no new business. And so we'll go straight into center updates. Would anybody like to start first?
I can start.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
So as of now, I've established a point of contact with my dean, and now waiting to see what would be a good time to meet, and then gonna go forward with the meeting.
Thank you, Aaron.
I've been very, very busy with midterms, and then I've also been working with CIVITAS, the Urban Studies Club, with the student engagement on, I believe it's March 7th. Yeah, I think there's like an event. I think CIVITAS is holding an event. Yeah.
Thank you, Hugo.
Yeah.
I can go next. So Senator Duncan with School of Education. Can you hear me all right?
A little bit more, Noemi, just a little more.
All right.
Sorry.
How about now? Better?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So School of Education. Hello. So I met with my dean about an hour ago, and we talked about workshops to do. We went over survey data, just making sure we're on the right path. She gave me a lot of point of context, who to contact, what are my next steps for doing all these things. I want to collab with Bright Futures and the Education Club as well, see what events we can host and directly impact from what students wanted on campus. Also asked her about if we can get our students into the education fair that's happening in March 18th, see if we can get them, because it's a statewide thing where all the schools are coming, so see if they can get hired, whatnot. That's a great opportunity. And just other events, trying to see if we can open up donations for our school, for our student teachers, and just getting everything in the works.
Thank you, Noemi.
I can hear. I still have not heard back from the advisor that I emailed, Major Senator, sorry. But I might have to, I'm thinking about emailing like a few more advisors to see if they have time, to meet, but, I'm planning on going over the survey data and the plan that I have made, for this upcoming year. It's a really big plan, so I'm really hoping that the next major senator can also pick up where I left off, and also to discuss my recommendations that I had made. Basically trying to see if they have any advice for me, going forward with the plans that I have made, based on the survey data. But that's it. Nothing new.
Awesome. Thank you, Hosnia. For me, IAS Center, I'm about to talk with my dean. I was going to talk to her in the advisory council for my school, but it's going to be postponed for next week because she was sick. But on the IAS advisory council, we gave ideas to the chair of ways in which we can, like, how students are asking for bigger classroom sizes and the plans that they have for those in our respective school. They also explained that for IAS, there's going to be a math and science department that is going to work exclusively like its own thing and not necessarily connected to IAS. That way, there's more of a there's a department focused just specifically for those classes, and that for one, I've been working on that. I'm going to meet with my dean in a couple of weeks from now. In addition, I'm working with the data of my survey to pretty much present that to my dean and see how I'm able to tackle, not tackle, but work with the information that we have. And yes, that's pretty much for me. I'm just going to ask you guys for something else on the chair updates, but that's it for me. With that, we'll move on with the advisor updates. Do you have anything on? Or buddy?
Make sure you're all ready to go for Husky on the Hill. If you're going, if you haven't gone to the training.
I didn't hear that. What was that, Emmanuel?
Can you repeat that, Hosnia? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
I was just mentioning to be prepared for Husky on the Hill if you're going, and if you haven't done the in-person training, you need to do the training. There's an online one that you can do on Saturday that Bothell is doing, but that does need to be completed before you go, and all those things. But we're supposed to get snow, so dress accordingly. We're going to be outside for a little bit because we normally be hearing this in the training, but if you're not going to our training, I don't know what they're going to say in the Bothell one. So be prepared for the snow, wear comfortable shoes. You're going to be on your feet a lot, all those kinds of things. So please be prepared for that.
And also be prepared to network and talk to peers from Bothell and Seattle. It's going to be a really great day to be with people in the Capitol and basically have 400 students hanging out with all the legislators. So that's really important. And then Ben is your lead with Holly and the other directors if they ask you to help out with something, to do something. This is a really student-led event. Buddy and I will be in Olympia with you all, but we will be just making sure no one is hurt. And we'll be there for you to support, but you guys are responsible for this with the other members of the student government. So it's gonna be really exciting. And this is like the largest group that we've had in like 6 years. So it's really exciting. So keep that up. Quick reminder that the hours for the Center for Student Involvement will change on Monday, this Monday. It'll be open from 8 in the morning to 8:30 at night. So we'll have extra hours for printing, for space usage. So the front desk will be open, and then it will also be starting Saturday hours next Saturday, not this one, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So again, people have access to printers, computers in our spaces. and RSOs, and anybody can be in the space using it from that time. The doghouse will now have hours from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. So just extending some more time so students have access to video games, board games, and support from our team. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Awesome.
Just to clarify, there is an additional training tomorrow, right? 31st from Seattle online.
There's not, no, there's not one. Yes, Hesnea, there's another virtual option tomorrow and then also on Saturday. Those were in the emails that went out. Yeah, but we don't have a training tomorrow. There is the Huskies on the Hill kickoff party at 6 tomorrow, where there'll be tacos and representatives. So we may have gotten one from Tacoma as well to be there. So if you can be here, there's also a concert beforehand featuring Waves Crashing, a band that SAB is sponsoring. So lots to do on campus tomorrow night.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. All right. And with that, we'll move ahead with chair updates. The only updates I have for you guys is if you guys could stay for a couple of minutes after the meeting, even the people through Zoom, just so we can have a discussion. And then that's pretty much for my other updates. With that, would anybody like to motion to adjourn the meeting?
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second?
A second.
Motion by Hugo, seconded by Eamon. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Abstaining? Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, guys. Hold on one second.